Over the last month, I've been covering a lady who's an OnlyFans model who happens to be homeless. Her name is West Indie Collection. And some of the videos that I've done on her have went viral. Some of the clips have went also viral. And unfortunately for her, she's still having a lot of problems. She tried to throw her ex-boyfriend under the bus, and I did make a video on that. The ex-boyfriend of this particular lady emailed me and wanted to come on to tell his side of the story. Again, she tried to make him seem like, he was really jealous. He didn't want to give her any money. He wasn't really helping her out. But in this interview, we're going to address those questions to see what he has to say. Guys, stay woke. Let's get into the interview. What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back with an interview. And I got my brother here. He's also from the West Coast. I'm going to let him explain who he is and why he's here today.
What up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. W, a.k.a. Mr. Inky Canvas, a.k.a. Mr. Gang. Y'all know who I am already. For all my people who do know me. You know what I'm saying? We about to get into this interview. But while I'm here is to expose, tell the truth, tell my side, and tell y'all what's really happening up in these streets. Let's get it.
All right. So I don't know if most of y'all remember the brother. I did a video about the West Indie Collection YouTube channel. She is the, I'll put the picture on the screen. This young lady here, I don't know if she's on OnlyFans, but she's really made a name for herself. She was on the Atlanta Street Interviews. She's allegedly homeless, former sex worker, got 2 kids, 2 different guys. And the way I got a hold of Mr. W here was she was referring to him as her boyfriend in the video, okay? And so after that clip went out, she then was out here still begging for money, things like that, exposing people. And then she tried to expose you, and things like that. And so when I made the video, that's when you came in the comment section like, yo, I want to go ahead and tell my side of the story about her and all of that, right?
Yes, sir. Okay. Yeah, I actually hit you up because it's just something I had to tell the truth about. You know what I mean? A lot of stuff, that she was doing was just real grimy, saying stuff about me, making me look like a bad guy out here, like I ain't never did nothing for her kids. Man, that's a lie, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So how did you meet her?
So we met at this program where it was a job workshop program. It was a class, and I was already getting ready to finish the class. Matter of fact, I had finished the class, and she was coming into the class. And when she came into the place, I seen her, and I was just like, okay, yeah, she looked good or whatever. But at the time, I was talking to another girl, and this girl, we was cool, but we wasn't, going to like officially hook up. So I was just like, all right, well, if you don't want to fuck with me, I'm gonna fuck with somebody else. And it's crazy, when I was telling her that this is who I was gonna talk to, I didn't know that they was roommates at the time. And so they was roommates. So I got a little backlash off of that. But me and her still kept it P, you know what I'm saying? And she, she respected the game. She was just like, all right, well, whatever, but that ain't what you want. And when she told me that, I should have listened to that.
So wait a minute, her roommate, wait. Let me kind of go back to that. So you was trying to holler at her roommate, but didn't know that was her roommate.
Right.
Okay,
right.
But was she also in the same program as you? All of y'all were in the same program?
Yeah, so it's a men's campus and it was a women's campus. And they was in the women's campus. But we all met up at the school.
Got it.
You see what I'm saying? So that's how I met both of them, at the school.
Got it. Okay.
But I can't say I met the first girl first at this one church first, and then I ain't never see her again. But I was just like, who is this little hood girl? You know what I'm saying? She had her sons with her, but she was cool. Real good person, still good friend of mine. And but she warned me about her. She warned me about West Indie, told me a lot of things that I didn't know until I discovered who she really was.
So what were some of the things she was telling you about her?
That she just very irresponsible, that she wasn't very clean, stuff like that. You know what I mean? And I was just like, word, people could say what, one thing, but I'm like, okay, I want to see for myself though, because sometimes it might be a hater hating, but she was really telling the truth though.
Okay. So you get with her. How long was it before y'all started to that she would you would kind of consider you was dating her? You was considering yourself like somewhat of a couple?
I would say probably about 2 months. We was talking. Everything was good. And then like I want to say about a month and a half later, we chilled at the park. And that's when I was really like, okay, that's when I met her kids. And she had got some food and we just had a little picnic in the park. It was cool, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And we was really talking about being together and discussing future plans. And then from there, it was just like a tidal wave.
A tidal wave. What do you mean when you say tidal wave?
Like stuff started going downhill. It was up and down. That's what I mean, like a tidal wave. Everything was just up and down. 1 minute is good, 1 minute is bad. And a lot had to do with because, she was more needy than anything. Like it's the same person y'all see now. Like, I need money for this. I need money for that. And at the time, me being her dude, I'm in a bad situation too. But you making my situation just as bad as yours by being too needy. Because you don't want to grow, you know what I mean? And so I would put her on.
Let me ask you this. When you say she doesn't want to grow, can you give an example of what that means?
Like, she doesn't want to become the best version of herself. See, when I was in the program, I became the best version of myself before I got there and excelled through the program and elevated to this condo I'm living in now in the middle of Buckhead. You see what I'm saying?
Give him a round of applause, because that condo, I was telling you, man, I'm a hate on you. You lucky you from Cali, because I'm like, nigga, you were living better than me. You know what I'm saying? Okay, go ahead.
And so, for her, it was just more like going down, 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 and still needing help. Versus if she would have listened to me and put her best foot forward, she would have went up too. Like, it was time she was trying to ask, when we was together, we had first talked about, we, move in or whatever together. But then when I started seeing who she was, I'm like, nah, I can't do that. I ain't doing that at all. Like, we can forget that. Unless we was married, that'll be something different. But we ain't even married. So now we ain't doing it.
What were some of the things you were seeing?
Just mainly being irresponsible with money. Like, can never keep nothing. Not really being a great mother, the best mother, and when I say that, because when you're in a situation like that, you want to do everything in your power to elevate to the highest level to get out of those type of situations. Whether you're a single mother, whether you a person like myself, a single dude, whatever. Like, when you just content and just floating or just barely doing enough to get by, you can't get mad at the results you get. That's your fault. But then now you're making other people suffer because you got two little ones that depend on you. You know what I mean? And so that's a bad look. That's a bad look for if any man looking for a woman and you seeing that type of activity, that's a bad look. That show you who they are. That's who they is. It's not gonna get no better than that. You know what I'm saying? And so, but by the time I did that little interview for her, doing that little video with her, I was already like at the end of my whiz, but I was trying to go backtracking. I don't know if it's because of sense of loneliness. I can be honest about that, or just trying to see the good in this person, because I really did care about that person at that time in my life. But it was just seeing the same repeated behavior just made me just all the way just turned off.
So she had mentioned in the video, she had made several posts on TikTok and also to YouTube that you had broken up with her. You had taken a break from her. So what was the final point as to why you decided that you wanted to end the relationship with her?
So I just seen her not too long ago, less than a month ago. But before that, it was just, you always just need it. You always just not having, and then you just want to blame everybody in every situation that's not your fault, and it's all your fault. You're the reason why you in that situation. You're the reason why you not having right now. You are the reason. It ain't because somebody's not doing something. It's not because your baby daddy's not helping you. You're not helping yourself. So if you're not helping yourself, why should other people help you? You should understand that and take accountability. You know what I mean? And when you always just saying, oh, it's your fault, this and that, or you didn't never do nothing. And that's what hurt me, is like you saying that I ain't never do nothing. That's what you told me out of you ain't did nothing for me. I'm just like, are you serious? But then you go in there and tell these folk I gave you $100 for your truck, but you didn't tell them about all the other money I was sending you too. You see what I'm saying? Before that, we talking about hundreds. We ain't talking no little $10. No, we talking about hundreds for daycare, for rides. You know what I'm saying? Going to go get your kids, taking your sons to get their first hair. Well, not the little baby, his first haircut. Your other son, because he had this dude that he didn't look good. So I took him on there myself and like, yo, you clean him up, take all that off, make him look respectable, make him look like a young man. Don't make him look like his condition, which is in a shelter. You know what I'm saying? But just being ungrateful, man, and that ungratefulness, that just really just set the bar for me. Like, yo, you ain't for me. I can't deal with somebody who I'm talking to or dealing with and just ungrateful.
Now, let me kind of mention this baby daddy that she said, I don't know, the man was like upwards of like 60 years old. That doesn't take, I think he's the father of the youngest child. What was the story behind that?
I really don't know too much about it. She didn't really tell me too much because I guess she didn't really want me to know. I found out more from that little street interview that she did with old boy about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, because when I would ask her about it, it was, she didn't say they dated or whatever, but they, I guess, hooked up for a little while, and then she ended up getting pregnant, and then he just denied the baby. You know what I mean? So I'm really not too much for sure about that. Mm-hmm. But what it seemed like is he saw the same thing I saw, was just like, you ain't it. Mm-hmm. But for him to not take care of a kid, I don't agree with that. I take care of mine. So,
So when I watched the video about you, that she was talking about how you went over there, I guess you had, it was some, you clapped them up or something like that. So, but why do you feel like she needed to put that information out about you, or she has that vitriol against you? Like, I don't know why she needed. I noticed whenever something happens, she always has to come out and talk about that publicly. So why do you think that she talked about you in the way that she did, when it seems like you were trying not even been on YouTube? Because I see you on the YouTube video, you were not really trying to engage with the content. You're kind of wanting to be off the camera and stuff like that. So why do you feel like she wanted to tell, her side of the story about, you trying to get in contact with her? Why was that necessary for her to say that?
She's a person that not only wants to make herself look good, but will do anything and say anything for attention or for views. You know what I'm saying? She's a attention seeker. Like, I told her it's nothing wrong with, you wanted to be a content creator and stuff like that, but you gotta be aware of what you putting out there. And so it was more hurtful, like, to see like we talking or we ain't talking, you telling our business. That ain't for other people to know. Some things need to be private. You know what I mean? And it was more like, you want to do it, I guess, to see if I was going to watch it, to contact you, to say something. I don't know. Like, it was weird. You know what I mean? And a lot of people that hit me up about it, like, yo, why she doing that, King? And I'm just like, man, I don't know, man. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. Okay. Like I said, I just really think she was doing it more for attention. You know what I mean? To get sympathy. Or to attract another dude to say, well, he don't want you, I want you. They can have you at this point, because I just hope they know what they signing up for. Okay.
She mentioned like that she was asking for money. I don't want to mention anybody's name, the other person, but she admitted that she had messed with somebody else, but she was like, she wanted you to give her some money. Was that true?
Yeah, like what are you asking me for? We ain't even together. He clapped. That's who you need to go do the conversation. That's who you need to go ask. For real. Like, where do you get off that way? You know what I'm saying? And let me get on this, man. Let me get on.
Go ahead. Yeah.
She did. She came over. No, I did not have no food. I just paid $3,000 just to move in. Plus, not only considering to move with my stuff. I ain't just come over here with nothing. I came over here with everything that I had in storage. So I also had to pay for that. Matter of fact, I didn't ever have a problem with me eating. I could eat, but you wanted me to feed your kids, which wasn't a problem. But why you don't feed your own kids? Before y'all came. Like, you could have did all that. I ain't stopping all that. But then you want to put me out there like you couldn't even feed my kids and feed me and my kids. Like, come on, dog. When you gonna handle your own business? That's what I'm saying. Like, you got to handle your own business. Become the best version of yourself. You should never want to take your kids or yourself if you can't even nowhere to no dude's house, no dates, if you can't even feed yourself. Like, I'm not finna take a girl on a date if I can't feed her. Let's just get that clear. But if I'm bringing, if I tell somebody to come over here, if you can't feed yourself, that's crazy. You should be able to be like, okay, well, and not make a big deal about it. But when you make a big deal about it, you know what I'm saying? Ask me why I couldn't do it. Or understand like, damn, he did just move. He did just pay all of this. He just did pay rent. That was on the first. So maybe he ain't really got it like that. Maybe I should just feed my kids and just keep it peak. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't have no problem with eating at all. I still don't. I still eat good. Matter of fact, I'm cooking right now. Some jerk chicken. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm good. So it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Like how people, it's just crazy how like the mentality and the mindset of a person who always is just needy. That's how they're gonna be. And that's how they'll act like it's your fault. Because they need and they don't have. Or they have and don't want to, you know what I'm saying? And want to hold on because they living in a lack. They living in lack. I don't live in lack.
Let me ask you a question. So whenever she had money and stuff like that, how was she towards you, doing things for you?
All right. For my birthday, well, let me start off like this. Okay. This is another thing, man, that made me mad about her. This is what broke us up too. Her birthday was in September. I spent about 15, maybe 2K on her birthday. I bought her a nice dress, bought her some shoes, bought her some earrings, went and got a nice room at a hotel for the weekend downtown at the AC Hotel. If y'all know about it, y'all know about it. If you don't, you don't. That's Marriott. I don't do no Motel 6s where your door's on the outside. No, you got to walk in. You got to have key cards. We had a nice view of the Ferris wheel downtown, across from Centennial Park. I paid for Ubers. You know what I'm saying? It was just the ungratefulness. You know what I'm saying? But back to her, when my birthday came after hers in November, she bought me a few things, which was very nice. She bought me some stuff for me to do some tattoos because everybody know who I am, Ink and Canvas. I do tattoos. And she had some other stuff planned, but I didn't go. I didn't get a chance to go. But that was money. That other money she could have saved for herself and did more wise things with it, like making sure she got a house or making sure, you know what I'm saying? It's like, if you don't have it like that, be more responsible. You know what I mean? Just do enough. Like, you don't have to do all this extra extravagant stuff if you don't have it. Like, I'm not that type of person because I can do it for myself. And I get it. She was trying to make me happy, but that wasn't the stuff that was making me happy. The more that make me happy is you getting yourself together and showing me you can stand on your own, which you never did.
Right. Let's talk also about the homeless shelters, because she kept saying that she got kicked out of a few shelters, and then she will always blame the administration for kicking her out of these homeless shelters. What was your take on that?
Well, my take is, number one, she wasn't following rules. You're gonna have rules everywhere you go. But one of the rules was keeping your room clean, making your bed, not running around or having your children running around watching them, things like that. So when you're not following rules, you won't get kicked out. You don't have rules everywhere you go in life, whether it's a job, paying rent, that's a rule. You know what I mean? So when you're not following rules, you're going to get kicked out. So by her not following those rules, simple rules, like I said, the main one was being that cleanliness. And that's what I heard. You know what I'm saying? Not from just her, because I got the proof. She was like, they tried to tell me my room wasn't clean or my bed wasn't made. But the roommate told me too, like, yo, and she told me that in the beginning before I knew her. So I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? She was like, yo, she ain't clean like that. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, nah, maybe she just hated. But she was telling the truth.
Okay. So she was having problems with that. Now she, got monetized. She also did a giveaway, which was very interesting. I don't know if you heard about that. What was your take on, because now she's begging again. I gotta get her again. I got to. Somebody sent me a video. I'm petty. I gotta get her. What is your take on the fact that, okay, seemed like she moved out. Now she's saying she don't have any furniture. She's now asking for more help when people have already given her at least thousands of dollars on GoFundMe. What's your take on that?
My thing is, just stop. Don't do no giveaways. You should be giving to yourself. Also, just get better. Just stop asking for money. You out here looking bad in these streets. People talking about you all on these platforms. I know you're going to say you don't care, but you should care, because this is a representation. This is your brand. You know what I mean? I'm going to protect my brand. That's why I'm here now. You know what I mean? And you're not protecting your brand. You know what I mean? And it's like, I heard you got an apartment. Congratulations. You know what I mean? I'm going to clap it up for you. But at the same time, become the best version of yourself. Stop looking for a handout. Go get it out the mud. I got this out the mud. If I can do it, you can do it, and anybody else can do it. Get it out the mud.
I'm looking at the fundraiser right now. This month she's got $1,428 in the last, 30 days. Obviously, she's also on OnlyFans. So she's doing that. But let me talk about Atlanta, because I've never been there. But how many opportunities is it for business in Atlanta for somebody who's really serious in your opinion? You from the West Coast like me, but what is your take on, the opportunities in Atlanta for somebody who's serious and wanting to get it?
Then opportunities is here. When I first came here, I had 2 tattoo shops over there in Greenbrier off of Campbellton Road that were very successful. We had them for 10 years. Me and my brother Bosco, shout out to Bosco. We did our thing, man, and until I got into trouble. He left the shop, and I had the shops by my own, but I ended up getting into trouble, got locked up, so I lost everything. But the opportunities is here. It's crazy easy, but you just got to apply yourself. You got to be good at what you do and just be consistent at it. You know what I mean? But if you don't have a business mindset, it's going to always fail.
Do you think that because she's talking about she has a brand in business, do you feel like she's the kind of person that could I gotta ask, brother, do you honestly think?
Are you trolling me right now?
Nah, I'm just.
Come on, man.
You don't think so?
Yo, man. Yo, don't troll me, bro. Come on. We serious.
No, I'm serious. I mean, like, do you think that it could get better one day? You think that she could, because she did get monetized. That is something, right? I mean, she got monetized. I mean, at the expense of other people, but she got monetized, though. So that is something.
I'm proud of her for that. Let's just say she going to have to change for it to go up. And begging ain't it. You know what I mean? Begging ain't going to go up. You got to get it out the mud. You're going to have to do the work. All success is in direct proportion of the work we put in. So if I only put in a little, I'm only going to get a little. I put in a lot, I get a lot. If I don't put none, I get none.
Okay. Did you, I don't know if you were with her when she was on OnlyFans. Were y'all still dating when she was doing that?
Nah, she was doing that way before I met her. But while we were like towards the end of our relationship, on our on and off phase, she was asking like, "Hey, what do you think about me? Turning on my page for some money for like a month?" And I'm like, "What you mean? You gonna be doing something? So you supposed to be showing dudes what I'm supposed?" I don't know about that. But then she like, "No, I'm not like gonna put up no new content or nothing like that. It's just old stuff that's already on there. I'm gonna pay for it and try to get new subscribers and have the old subscribers, you know what I'm saying, click back in just for a little clickbait." And I'm like, I had to sleep on it. I wasn't down with that, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But right now, she can do anything she wants. She ain't my girl.
Mm-hmm. Has she ever tried to reach out to you after she made the video or anything? Or
nah, I ain't talked to her since the last time she was here, and nah.
Okay.
I don't know what she got going on. You know what I mean? I can't. I wish her the best though. You know what I mean? Like I don't wish nothing bad on her. I just wish her the best and just hope that she just get herself together and just stop doing what she's doing.
Okay. Now I mean, before we close out, like the fact that she tried to, it seemed like you was trying to help her out. You helped her kids out. She talked about that, and then to kind of throw you out there. I know that she throws a lot of people under the bus on her content, like that. People will go have disagreements, but this is just throw somebody out there that was helping you out just to do that. You're a nice person, man. I mean, because you've still been very respectful in this interview, not saying anything personal that you could say. Like as a person that's able to still be respectful, even though somebody is really, taking advantage of your kindness. How are you able to be at that level at this part of your life versus being like, B, I'm gonna give you this work. You know what I'm saying? It's just the West Coast, bitch. Don't you know you fucking wet? You know what I'm saying? Going bad on somebody. You know how we do it back home. You know what I mean?
See, man, I had to grow. You know what I'm saying? And when you want to help somebody, it's best not to kick them while they're down, right? And so I hope that she watches this video. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get some backlash. She's gonna talk trash about me. That's fine. I'm cool with that. You know what I mean? But I'm just gonna say, I hope that she learning that maybe I was wrong about this guy. Maybe I am wrong about the way I'm going about life. Maybe I am wrong about not taking accountability. Maybe I am wrong about Osei Jackson wasn't just trying to hurt me, but just trying to make me wake up to realize my wrongdoing in life, because I'm not growing. Because if you're not growing, you basically just dying out here, and not a physical death, but you just dying. You're not really being the best version of yourself. So what I want to say, I really hope the best for you. I hope all your wishes and dreams come true. But I do know it's gonna take work that you're gonna have to do. And if you ain't willing to do it and you ain't willing to change, nothing's gonna change for you. I don't have no bad, it was just a learning lesson from me, from know that what I won't deal with. And I'm gonna say like that. What I don't have to accept. I went upstairs. I'm not gonna go downstairs. So for me, where I'm here, now I'm gonna go even higher. You know what I mean? I'm not finna go back downstairs dealing with nobody. If you're downstairs, don't even look at me. Don't even come my way. I'm not coming your way. I don't care if it's booty clapping sounds or any of that. I don't want it. Because it was a learning lesson. I had to learn from that.
Right.
I had to learn from that. You know what I mean?
Right.
And she was a great teacher in teaching me, my own self-worth, my own true value. And when you recognize true value, you move different. And that was her problem. She didn't recognize the true value in me. Because if she would have recognized that, she would have moved different from the beginning when I told her. Right. I tried to show her. I didn't even have to tell her. I was trying to show her.
Right.
That, we gonna be good, but you didn't want to rock. You didn't want to have the rock. So guess what? I had to roll.
Okay, all right. So man, I know you do the tattoo thing, art thing. People want to reach out to you, get some of the stuff that you got going on, man. Shout yourself out, man. Let the brothers know how they can support you.
Yeah, I got Instagram. I do got one. I'm finna open it back up, but It's ink and canvas. That's one page. I'm finna open it back up tonight or tomorrow. And then my other page is still open. So y'all can go on there and leave me a comment, a message, DM me. It's I am the underscore people's champ. I am the underscore people's champ. That's how y'all can reach me, man. And let's do some networking, man. You know, I got the paintings. I do tattoos. I got plenty of work. My name in these streets. They know who I am. So I ain't worried about that. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't.
All right, so I'm gonna put the Instagrams up here. I got this one here. We'll put them on the screen. So, bro, thank you. I know I've been, busy, man. These mosquitoes been tearing my ass up in Africa, man. So it's been we supposed to do this a long time ago, but yeah, man. Thanks for coming and explaining yourself. Thank you for being, like I said, even though she was trying to put you down, man. The way the maturity that you are expressing, I think a lot of brothers can learn from that because, man, if that was me, I might have wanted to go bad. But hey, man, I can see that you're not malicious towards the lady, even though what I'm saying she got some fucked up things going on right now. You still showed her some level of respect today, and I think that's real cool. You got your point across without having to dig in the dirt with her and everything like that. You just kind of stuck to what the issues were, and that was that. You didn't go deal in the dirt like probably I would have did. You know what I'm saying?
Part of me wanted to. I ain't gonna lie. Part of me wanted to, the way she was dragging me in these streets sometimes. But sometimes you got to show them people that you above them, not be like them. You know what I'm saying? So, it is what it is. It's her loss. I didn't lose. I won. It was just a lesson I learned, and that's how I won the game.
Right. All right, guys. So I'm gonna put his Instagrams in the first comment pin at the top. Appreciate you brothers supporting me. It's your boy O'Shea. We out.